Good morning. Welcome to Northman's Morning Devotional with Gary and AJ. Grab your coffee and let's start off the day right.
Good morning and welcome to Northman Coaching's Coffee and Devotional with Gary and AJ. I'm Gary and my good friend, co-host, AJ. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Excellent.
Glad to hear that. All right, so as usual, guys, we're going to be reading a passage from the Man of Honor and from the Words of Jesus. Perfect. Thank you. Words of Jesus for men.
That's right.
Take it away, brother.
All right. So today is nothing without Jesus. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. John 15:5. Turn back to Jesus. Always turn back to him. His character, person, and ministry is the secret of making everything good. Find your answers in him.
Man, I like that. I like that. All right, I'm going to roll right into this one, and then we can relate them to each other, and then how we bring that stuff up in the Brotherhood and whatnot. Sound good? All right, so for my book, I have Be the Man Who Does Right Before God and Man. For we are taking plans to do what is right, not only in the eyes of the Lord, but also in the eyes of man. And that is from 2 Corinthians 8:21. All right, AJ, tell me what you're getting from both of those.
I get, what I take from yours to start is the idea that all good work has pain to it. All good work takes sacrifice. Yeah, it takes dedication. It takes work. It takes sacrifice.
Amen.
And not just in the eyes of the Lord, but in the eyes of the man. With mine, I am the vine, you are the branches, you remain in me, I in you. You bear much fruit. To me, in that aspect of mine, I think it's the same idea as the brotherhood. You come to the brotherhood to have one another, and we come together shoulder to shoulder. We work together and we build together brick by brick. And in doing so, we are always together. We are always working together. We always have one another. We always hold each other accountable.
Okay, I like that. I was thinking very similar to what you said as far as with the Corinthians one that we're connected together, and as a brotherhood we work together, and there is pain and suffering and growth. Like if there's no pain or suffering or some kind of sacrifice, there's no real growth. But when you put it to yours, to what you had read, God is always there with us from the start, before the work starts, through the work never ends until you end. But to remember that no matter how painful things get, how uncomfortable the change gets, God is always there. And that we saw that last night firsthand. We had a new member in the Brotherhood, and I could see the light in his eyes. Just little bits of this, little bits of that, and to say that he's never seen a group of men get together and talk like we talked last night. And it was a quick 30, 35 minutes. We just if we open that space up for men, and it really is just an incredible place for a man to grow and be okay being a man.
Sure.
So
right. Another thing I'll add to that is, so far as John 15:5, when men go through tough times, a lot of times we isolate, and we think during those periods of time we're all alone, and we're not. We're never alone. We always have Jesus with us. The beautiful thing about our brotherhood is the fact that not only do you have Jesus, but you actually have a real brotherhood, a real group of men that really holds you accountable. They are really there for you. They really help you build your life. They help you rebuild your life.
I agree 100%. I don't know what else to say. 4 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, these were perfectly put together today.
They were.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you think about the idea that you have Jesus with you always to the work, but then to also go and relate the same idea of without sacrifice, without pain, there is no fruition.
Yep. I mean, I think a lot of men, we start off this work and we don't want the pain. We just want to get better. We want to become better men, better at everything in life, whether it's in a relationship with ourselves, with a significant other, with our kids, with our neighbor, with whoever. But we don't want to experience the pain. We just want to be there. Magically download the skill set, but it takes pain. Without the pain, there's no growth. So, but anyway, so guys, if you guys want to check out our school, I'm going to let you take it over.
Yeah, go to northmancoaching.com. Up on the top right, go to the resources tab and click on the Brotherhood School. You get your first 7 days for free. Then you'll get to check out all of our groups. We have 4 groups a week. We have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which are about a half an hour long. They're check-ins. Monday is our perspectives meeting. Wednesday is our bridge meeting. So Monday we break down to making our goals for the week, setting how we want our week to go. Wednesday we come in, the idea is bridging where we've came this week and what we need to do to continue to follow through with what we have, set our goals to be. And then Friday is our RAG meeting. It's reflection, accountability, and gratitude, which
Favorite one.
is an amazing aspect. But Thursday is our motivated men's group. Thursday is it's an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Everybody comes in. We work through the things that are going on in life. It is a very trusting, just phenomenal group of men. We don't just side with what our brothers say. We hold one another accountable. We build with each other, and we're there for each other, no matter what it is. On the other hand, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, you can go to northmancoaching.com. There is a free 60-minute coaching call that you can set up with Gary. If you are in the first 30 days of divorce, there is a free ebook that you can go on and download. The first 30 days is usually the most difficult days of the divorce. And a lot of the things that we say and do could determine the way things go for many years to come. So that
Amen.
book will help you and guide you through those first 30 days. So go to Northman Coaching. Come and check us out. We have our morning devotionals Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. You can find us on YouTube at northmancoaching.com. And you can also find us at AJ_Deep Roots Hard Days.
We're
Yeah,
everywhere.
and then we have our podcast every Sunday, which also is live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, that's at northmancoaching.com on YouTube and AJ_Deep Roots. And it's also on TikTok at Superior Mailman or AJ_Deep Roots Hard Days.
Yes, sir. All right. Well said, brother. Real quick before we end it, I wanted to say that I've read the back of this book. Have you read the back cover of Man of Honor?
I have. I don't remember exactly what it
It's a,
says.
it's a little square that says like I'm not gonna read the whole paragraph, but things that men do that read this book. They build up others, protect the marriage, return what he borrows, looks away from sin, speaks the truth in love. That is what a real man does.
Okay.
I never noticed that until right now. Anyway,
Yeah, I have read this before. I never really thought about the aspect of going into it, but yeah, it is.
I love
It's
it.
important to be there for other men. You want to protect your marriage, especially for the men out there that are in that beginning of the 30 days. Like I said, our work is to save you. It is to protect you. It is to build you. But by downloading that ebook, by coming into the brotherhood, there is a chance that you could save your marriage. But like I said, our job is to save you.
Yes.
But the way that you choose to go about things, the way that you choose to react, which is the worst thing that we can do as men, is what's going to determine the way that things are going to go moving forward.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Come and check us out. Again, go to northmancoaching.com, go to the resources tab up on the top right, and come into the Brotherhood School. You get
All right.
days, you get to see all of our groups. We hope to see you guys soon.
Yes. Hope to see you guys there. All right. You guys have a great Tuesday and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
That's right. Have a great day, guys.